Alright guys, this is X-Fox here. This is going to be the Lord of the Rings War of the North. I believe this is the stone giant fight. I know there's probably a bunch of you guys out there who have problems with beating this one because it took me quite a while to sort of figure out how to beat it. So hopefully this run through right here will show you how I beat it and you know, what it took me to fight it. So first, when I was running up here, I really didn't know what to expect too much. I noticed, of course, the pretty cheesy hidden area here. So make sure you go in there. Sometimes you can pick up pretty good weapons from these areas. I wish they would keep better items in these things, make them a little less obvious on the walls. But when I went through here, I really didn't pick up anything all that great. I mean, as you notice, that sort of looks suspicious, so I wanted to try it out. But yeah, so we go back over here. I want to make sure I loot everything. One of the reasons I like playing the dwarf so much is, of course, he does massive damage. So sometimes if you don't play the dwarf, sometimes he doesn't use all his abilities to his fullest. So that's the reason why I like playing the dwarf on this level. So we're almost out to the main area here. Basically, there shouldn't be any mobs here for you to kill in this little tunnel set. Okay, I didn't want to swap characters. I just want to keep going. And then from here is the stone chasm. So, of course, I always go here just to make sure that there's nothing I can purchase. But I'm always low on on money on this game, so I can never really purchase anything that's worthwhile here. So I looked through some of the items, couldn't find anything really that cool or that I would want. So I'm going to go ahead and just move on. Of course, always check everywhere. I didn't see anything in there. So here we go. As you notice, you're going to come out to this big sort of main area here. And this, of course, is where you're going to fight the stone giant. And again, he's quite difficult depending on how well equipped your characters are and sort of what you've done before this. So here we go.
Ambush.
You can see he is quite larger than a cave troll. So first thing that I want to do is always with the dwarf for my characters, I like to fight him sort of from behind because a lot of the time it's going to take just too long to fight him from the front. That's where most of his attacks are. So you can see here, I'm just trying to sort of figure out his movements, trying to figure out, where he hits and then what's his hit radius and how he telegraphs his moves. Again, I just keep going ahead and attacking the legs as much as I can, trying to get out of his way. I do have a decent amount of health potions, but, typically one hit from this guy, 1 or 2 hits, and he pretty much got you down. So I didn't want to get in front of him too much because I knew he would kill me and kill the rest of my people because sometimes the AI in this game is not that great. So all I do is pretty much stay behind, keep swiping the legs. And what you want to look for is you'll notice you're going to get that critical hit little message or little pop-up right in between his crotch area when it comes up right there. Now you see it. Basically, I got to go in. I didn't have a time, so you sort of missed your opportunity there to hit it. Hopefully, you can run right back in there. But you see, you only have a small opportunity at a time right there to hit it. So for me, I just keep going ahead and running around here. I want to make sure he doesn't focus me or get too close to my other comrades here. One of the things to note, of course, is when he's down on a knee like that, you can't hit him. And then, of course, the damage that you do right here actually doesn't come off his life bar, and if it does, it's very, very small. So what you want to do is just basically just keep hitting him as much as you can, wait for that critical strike little trigger to come up, then go ahead and hit it. So right there it comes up. Boom, I hit it. Goes down into his dealing stance. So here I should have just ran up and just started hitting, but I just wanted to see how you know, how this would look with doing some of these strikes here. I noticed just looking at his health bar, this wasn't going to do the job. I was going to have to get up there and actually, you know, hit him with the with the dwarf. So I don't recommend doing this to any of you guys out there. Just go ahead and just hit him normally. See, because you only get a small set of time to do as much damage as possible. Trying to run back around or try and pull him away from the edges. This way I can get behind him again and start hitting him some more. You can see his stomp basically does a decent amount of damage. In AoE, you know, it doesn't really do too much damage, but it can really get you, especially if he stomps you. So I always recommend rolling out. And see, I didn't see the hit trigger right there, so I should have hit it to knock him down. There we go, so that time I did it. This time, I don't do the crossbow, I'm just going to go right up on his arms. Try and hit him as much as I can. But of course, always roll out. Anytime you telegraph this moves like that, always roll out to make sure you save your health and your life. And make sure, of course, if you die right in front of him, it's going to be pretty tough for the other characters to come help because he's just basically going to smash them and kill all three, and it's going to waste 10 minutes of your time. So now that he's back up, basically you got to keep doing the same thing over and over again here. Of course, I'm going to do my strategy again. I'm going to run behind. Just start swinging right when he stands up. I don't like being in front, so I'm trying to roll out. Come right back in and start hitting the legs again. Hopefully that critical strike or heavy blow signal will come back up. Got the dodge out. We can see 121, basically 2 of those, and basically done. Yeah, it's a wrong misclick there. I know some of you guys are probably going to put that in the comments. I actually hit 4 instead of 5, so I wasted Eagles, but it's okay because you do get quite a few of those throughout the game. Right back in. See that I think the lower his health gets, the longer that the AoE has on that, so that's quite a bit of damage there. So me, I'm going to go, of course, right back in, throw my Fury on, get away from that AoE damage, go right back in. Now, one of the things that you don't want to do here is, of course, don't keep using your power-up like I was just to hit the legs, because it doesn't really take that much off his life. You definitely want to do it when he's actually down on his knees and he has his arms out. That's when you can take off the most life off his character. Right back in, hoping to pop that, pop the little critical trigger symbol back up. Sometimes when you're too close like that, I couldn't really see, so I had to back out and come back in. Of course, I was getting a little bit low on health potions, so I wanted to make sure that I conserved, didn't take too many ground stomps and ground pounds. You can see the AoE on that is quite large. Of course, I'm just swinging, so hopefully right when he comes back up, I can start fighting him again here. notice, you can see he has snow on him, which I think is totally cool. The effects on this game are very, very cool. So I was just going to try and test it out here and see if I can hit him a few more times with this. I've noticed that it's not doing anything. So of course I'm going to try and run back behind like I always do. Throw on the Fury again, which you shouldn't do. And then try to damage those legs as much as I can, and of course get that power bar back up, or get the critical little hit triple back up. Hopefully should get it to pop up here any moment, I think. That stomp right there, definitely a huge AoE effect on it, so again, make sure you do a double roll or at least sprint out. Of course, I'm not comfortable being in the front because again, he'll stomp you, so I always got to move around back. Again, you can see the strategy is paying off. It's definitely a longer strategy, but it is paying off. So this time, I'm going to come right back up to the back of the leg. We'll do some of the stronger strikes to see if it'll take down some of itself, but obviously it doesn't. I'm going to come back around here, sprint in, and just try to hack and slash his legs here. Now, I could be wrong with this. Again, when I'm using my War Cry, I don't know if it's the amount of damage until that critical symbol comes back up, or if it's the amount of hits. So maybe the War Cry could definitely help. You can see I see it now. So I'm coming back in. I'm going to get ready to hit it here. There it is. Knocked him down. So I know I'm getting close here, so I definitely want to conserve since I don't have any more health potions. So this time I'm just going to come in and really just try to, hack and slash as much as I can at the dwarf. I think my weapon right now is definitely getting on the weak side because, of course, since you have the durability, it starts going down real quick. You can tell, again, that AoE when he's there is just huge. So, again, my strategy, if you watch it, is very a slow strategy, but it's definitely a strategy to win, or to actually get around it. So I know here I'm getting close, so I'm just going to sprint in, try and do as much damage as I can while staying out of the way of his AoEs there. Come right back in, just keep hacking and slashing. This time, yep, since I'm out of health potions, I'm just going to chill right here inside the healing bubble, so you might want to call it. And I know I'm getting close now again because his life is pretty low, so I can see he's backing up. I'm going to go in there, hack and slash as much as I can. Throw on my War Rage. Again, hopefully that, while he's doing this War Rage here, I'm not sure, again, if it's based on damage or where his health is at. When that critical number comes up. So leave it in the comments if you haven't already. So here we'll just keep hacking and slashing. Now I hit him down again. So this time I know I'm going to go right up there. I'm just going to hit him as much as I can. That time again I couldn't get away, even though I did do a double roll on it. I just couldn't get away. So just try doing a few, hits here just to see again how much damage I'm doing, but I think that it's really not doing much to this guy, so I know I definitely have to run up. I was having a bit of lag issues right there. I wasn't sure, Fraps is definitely acting funny on me. So go ahead and, I know I'm getting close. I don't want him to stand up here. My Fraps again is acting funny, so he's back up. I know hopefully one more time, or one more round should be able to get him here. So I'm just going to chill inside this, inside the heal bubble here. But one thing that comes up, of course, is he does a sweep. You could tell I was super far away, but unfortunately he still got me. Lucky for me, he didn't wipe out my whole crew there. So I'm going to go ahead back to my strategy, which is, again, just sort of go behind, work his legs a little bit until that little trigger comes up for the knockdown. here I'm going to try and finish it off and just do as much damage as I can. This time, you know, again, I really didn't care, so I just only did one barrel roll out. All I'm going to do is just keep hitting. See that AoE damage on that is just huge.
Life run out.
I got real lucky here. I tried going in and doing the sort of the final blow there, but unfortunately he did his hand swipe. So I know I'm getting close here. You know, it's been about 15 minutes or whatever for the fight. I'm still getting a little greedy towards the end. So of course I want to go ahead and go around the back again and try to knock this little life off as far as I can. Do a little sprint with a few dives. So notice here's my opportunity. Throw on the rage. Of course didn't see that one coming, punch, but keep packing with the legs, so hopefully here. So I know here he has basically no life. Go in, and I know I'm getting close here. I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off. Throw on the rage. Hopefully this is going to do it for me. Get a few extra hit points in there, and there it is. So you can see this is how I beat this boss monster. Again, there's probably other different methods to beat him. If you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments.